dear friend, there are 5 ways to tell your kid no so that they stop tuning you out and listen to you. If you are super tired of telling your kid no over and over and over again, just imagine how tired they are of hearing it. When we continuously say no, we probably sound something like Charlie Brown's teachers, monotonous and condescending, which is probably exactly why they tune out and they do not stop the thing that they are not supposed to be doing. This puts us all in a very frustrating cycle. And please know, I am not judging you. I appreciate that we have to say no to hundreds of our children's requests every single day. At least it feels like hundreds. I've never actually counted, but now I'm curious. So in order to keep your sweet Boo Bear alive, you will have to say no however many times life demands. But you can mix it up to keep yourself sane and to match your child's intent. This is important. When you're on autopilot, you probably say no in varying levels of severity and frustration in order to get your kid to knock off whatever they're not supposed to be doing. No, you cannot have a treat for breakfast. No, you must not wear your muddy shoes inside. No, get off of that thing right now. Remember, your child is not and should not be a puppet. While kids do need to learn right from wrong and how to be safe, a lot of creativity is good for them, as is a little bit of rebellion. So don't try to go for the smackdown all the time. This is why one of my favorite tactics is being a little bit silly to match them when they're trying to be a little bit naughty, to push your buttons, or just to show that they're doing something different, that they're going against the norm. So when something happens, like my little guy decides to eat with his fingers instead of his utensils, I use a silly sing-song voice. I say, no, 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 no. No giddy, no giddy, no giddy, no giddy. We don't do that. Oh my goodness. He just wants attention, and I gave it to him. I acknowledged that he's doing something a little bit out of the box. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So we don't immediately want to crush their creativity or impulse to try something different. One other thing I like to do is say, no, 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 stop that. Please cut it out. That is not a good idea. It's wrong without a doubt. You're dealing with older kids to teenagers. You probably don't want to be so silly. They will on that very fast. But you can be sassy. No way, Jose. No, no. That doesn't work here. Or you can even do the wrong buzzer noise. Nope. Try again and have them figure out a better solution to whatever it is that they weren't doing so nicely. Questions are a great way to keep things fresh. You can also use them to help your children reflect on their own behavior. Ask, was that helpful? Or, is that a good idea or a bad idea? Or, how do you think that made your friend feel? You can also say no in sneaky, subtle ways without uttering the word no. You can say, that is not kind. Or, let's try something else. You can even say something like, it's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to throw your toys. And this is a really good tip. There's a more fun, palatable way of saying no, not now. It is, yes, we can do that after you do the important thing that I asked you to do already 700 times. But not so snarky. Your toddlers probably don't deserve that. And finally, you can mix it up with otras lenguas. So our family has Chinese heritage, and one of the exclamation phrases is "Ay-ya!" That wasn't dramatic enough for me. I feel like it sits really high in the throat, so I put my whole body into it. I go "Ayo! Ayu!" and just make really big exclamations like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. And we also use Spanish a little bit, so ay caray, ay caramba. And it's just a fun way to acknowledge that they've done something out of the ordinary, maybe outside of the parameters of what we consider good, but it acknowledges them in a way that is different from just saying no, 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 no. It also quickly grabs their attention. So you can stop mindlessly repeating no, 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 in hopes that your child will listen to you. Variety is the spice of life. May it serve you and preserve your peace. Sharing infinite love.